Today we're going to show you the final part. It's the application. We're using QFX today. Okay, so Tough Seal QFX. This panel has the bonnet has been iron oxide treated. It's been washed. It's been two-step polish process, and wiped over with isopropanol before we start. Today is around about 18 degrees, so plenty of time. You should have probably 3 to 4 minutes to be able to get the product on and off with no real hassle. A little bit hotter, up more towards 30-degree day, you'd be wanting to get it off much quicker. Probably somewhere around the 30-40 second mark. You wouldn't want to be taking too much longer than that. If it was that hot, you'd do half a bonnet, buff off that section to the middle part, then reapply from the middle, reactivating that little section overlapping in between, over to the edge, buff off. Okay, so today it's cool enough, we'll be able to do the whole bonnet with no real problems at all. Now, I've seen so many guys do this in the past. It's pretty straightforward. We're using an applicator block foam, a little small foam block, okay, with quite a solid backing and a suede cloth over the top of it in order to apply. So many guys, I've got the lid on at the moment, so many guys I see go like that. You're going to waste the product, it's going to tip, it's going to fall over, you know, waste it and make a mess. Second thing is, you don't want to be doing it obviously over the top of a car in case you do make a mistake. Alright, so the way to do it is to put the applicator on top, turn it over, apply onto the cloth, tip it back over, put the lid back on, away you go. Lid off, tip it over, apply some product. This is the first. You'll find that it will get loaded as time goes by. Lid back on, and we'll start the process. As I'm doing this, I can see it flashing off. It's a little bit hard on silver. You can see it on dark cars much easier. A bit more. Not sure if you can see it from that camera angle, but I can see all the lines going through the bonnet when I look at it in the light. Putting too much pressure there, just concentrating on making sure it's going on nice and even, overlapping each particular run. There are some products that actually say to use like a cross-hatching method, which is obviously going back the other way as well, horizontal. I've never found the need. This has always been fine. Probably one thing that I should have just done is I should have just popped the bonnet so that I didn't get it onto there. Alright, so that's been on for approximately, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half. Just put this to a side, using two cloths to buff off. I've got just a nice new standard microfiber cloth which will get rid of most of the excess on there. Then a nice suede cloth, no edges or anything like that, so no scratching, that should level it off nicely to finish the job. I mean, it was smooth to start with, but it feels so slick. The product on there. Okay, that's one bonnet done. You want to make sure that you check each particular panel for no imperfections before you move on to the next one. If you're in a slightly darker area, you may well want to have an LED light so you can look at it, make sure there's no lines running through it or anything like that. Pay special attention to wherever you lifted the applicator block off. If there's excessive product within your applicator block that you're using, you will potentially leave spots there as you lift it off, okay? So excessive amounts left behind. Check those spots and you should be fine. A little bit of hazing just there, I can see. That looks good.